Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is doing okay and doing well. Now, normally I get on here, and I know I haven't been on here for a while, but I normally get on here and talk about let's go, let's get it, and, try to speak positivity. But for the last couple of weeks, I have not been very positive, which is one of the also the reasons I stepped away months ago, because I'm like really seeing the hate side out here right now. And I know some people think that's cute and that's great, and if that's your vibe, you go right ahead. But what I'm not okay with is that we're now moving into a realm, and this is something hard for me because normally I don't talk like this, at least not on here. I don't want to see the disabled or the elderly or the kids not having food. And y'all can make it political if you want to, but how can you be a person of faith and look at that and see that's okay? Now, I'm going to call out some things that I want y'all to realize if you hadn't caught on yet. While they're sitting over here talking about this side or that side, at the end of the day, they still get a paycheck. If they leave and get voted out, they get paid for the rest of their lives. They get health care for the rest of their lives. And if you've ever taken a look at what they make as their salary to sit there for maybe 4 hours a day, you will more than likely take maybe 10 years or in your lifetime make that much. And you sure don't have to, they're lucky enough where they don't have to pay premiums on their health care. Okay? So to think that to use this as a ploy to make one side come to another, but another side is sitting up there telling you, you can go on vacation. We're not doing this till we get our way. You're not even trying to meet in the middle. Both of you are the issue. Both of you. So anybody that comes back in my comments and starts talking noise, realize I said I'm not choosing sides. I said they both have a part to play in this. But the reality is, if they're willing to starve kids and the disabled and the elderly, what do you think they will do to you? The only people making money off of this situation are the people that you put there to sit up there and fight for your rights. When I looked up on the TV yesterday and I see some CEO talking about blaming one side and a union president blaming a side, instead of keeping it neutral and being like both sides need to come together, realize this. The end of the year is near. We're in our last quarter of the fiscal, FISCAL year, which anybody who's in the business world or has accounting or bookkeeping knows that's your quarters based on funding financials, okay? They get a bonus anyway. Now, see, when we get a bonus, if we're lucky to get a bonus, because, a lot of companies this year are saying, oh, we can't afford that. You might get a $25 gift card. You might be lucky enough to get that 1%, 2% raise if that happens. But I want you to go pull their financials, because it's public record what they got on their bonus last year for making their numbers. I believe one of them was around 2.3 million and the other one was like 1 point something million. How are you going to pick a side instead of saying neutral? Are you going to give up your paycheck or that bonus so that your employees can eat? So your employees get a paycheck? All of this is a game. All of this is all about, let me make some money. Let me kiss the ring on a particular side. Because they're all in cahoots together. Now, like I said, I don't want to make it political, but let's realize both of these sides, when they go into those meetings and they're going into those committees that they're on, they are picking stocks that's going to pay them and their families for years on years on years on end. Be realistic. While you out here hawking your meat over here on TikTok so that you can make that payment on that tractor, Or you're sitting up here saying, I don't care if people don't eat. Jealousy and envy is real, and cut that out. You can't be somebody of anybody's faith and speaking that hatred. We are the only ones that are in this together. They will never understand what it takes to make sure your mortgage is paid and that your kids have food on the table and that your kids got clothes on their back. And if they lose a job, let me tell you, they still get paid. If they lose a job, they can write a book and sell millions and go on the circuit. You lose your job, you might be lucky if they give you unemployment. You might be lucky in 6 months if you have a job, if you're able to find another one. And for the celebrities that's not saying nothing, while this is going on, you don't got to speak up. But can you bring some 18-wheelers? Can't you and your friends get together and bring an 18-wheeler full of food and drop it off at the food bank for these people? We're doing our part. I make sure I sit up there. I donate to my church. I donate to the community. When I go in the store, that little red barrel, I go in the store, I buy a bag and put it in there. What are you doing as your community? As somebody that pays $250, $300 for a concert ticket, us, as in the public, to come see you, you can at least get 5 of your friends and put something together for the food centers from the cities you come from. And it don't got to be big news. Your name don't got to be plastered all over it. But do something. Do something. And it's time for these churches to step up. I've seen several of them talking about what we're doing. And I appreciate that and bless y'all. And we appreciate you. But there's other conglomerate churches, major churches, that be over here on national and international TV, ain't said a blip. I'm going to need that to get right. While you over here talking about $1,000, 1 and 1 equal 2, what are you doing for your community? What are you doing to make sure people got stuff? But for those that really have faith, understand this. Faith without works is dead. And I'm going to need y'all. It's only 2%. Early voting here in Texas ended yesterday. Only 2% of people showed up. And I'm pretty sure it was like that in other states. Regular voting starts Tuesday. Please vote. Please vote. And for the ones that's not registered to vote, get registered by the primaries. Get out there and vote. Because if you don't think that your vote don't count, how do you think this is happening? Why do you think this is happening? How do you think they were able to accomplish as much as they are? It's because you're not voting. You're not making sure your voice is heard. And only you will be able to blame this if this gets worse. If people don't start speaking up and telling them we're not doing this, we're not allowing you to do this, this will get worse for everybody. While you thought you were going to eat and make sure the man behind you fail, your stuff crumbling too. All of us need to come together. Because all I know, other night I was thinking of when I was a kid, there was a cartoon I was watching. I think it was a Tom and Jerry cartoon. And they found a little egg and it hatched. And it was a baby eagle. And the baby eagle, when he hatched, he came out with his little top hat on and basically his Uncle Sam's suit, right? And he was strutting and he was so proud. That's the America I know. That's what represents us, the bald eagle. And I thought to myself, this eagle probably hanging his head low. We're supposed to be the influence of the world, and we're walking around here like, what the hell? So for everybody, remember this. Have the day you deserve. And for everybody else, keep your head up. We're going to get through this. Everybody speak up on it. Have a good day, y'all. Let's go. Let's get it.